So it's winter maintenance time. So just in case it's the first time you've ever had to sort your own chain out, and for many of you new riders it probably will be, this time of year particularly challenging. So first job, what we see John doing here is cleaning off the muck with some GT85, which he's already done, and then he's wiped the excess with a cloth.
I'm going to give it a second dose.
So we're having a second dose. So nice and easy, and as you can see what we've got the bike on a paddock stand. So the benefit of the paddock stand, of course, is that you've got that back wheel nice and free. You're probably going to need a friend to help you, and you're probably going to need, what do we call that, John? A chain brush.
Yeah.
Call it a chain brush. Probably about a tenner off eBay. So nice and simple, just rotating the back wheel round all the way, give it a good clean off. So that's the GT85 cleaning all the excess, little bit of rust off, surface rust of course at this point, to keep on top of it. So nice and safe for John because the bike's on a paddock stand, doesn't need any help. You might need some help getting it on the paddock stand, that's not usually a one-man job. And then there's a cloth, mucky old cloth there, as you can see.
I hope he's not cleaning my cup with this afterwards.
Just wiping that excess GT85 off. What's that GT85 doing, John?
Removing the surface rust, any excess grease that's left on, because there's grit and dirt on the chain at the moment. If there is chain lube and salt mixed together, it acts as a little bit of a grinding paste and actually wears the chain excessively. So in a perfect world I might leave this an hour or so before I lubed it, just for the GT85 to dry out. What you don't want to use on this as a product is WD-40, because between each one of these links is a rubber O-ring, and those rubber O-rings hold the grease inside the chain, but if you put WD-40 on, it will swell those O-rings. So GT85 or paraffin preferred products for this job. Just getting that as clean as possible, so that once we re-lubricate it, there's no suspended grit on that chain, and most of the surface rust will be gone. I'm using a multi-purpose chain lube. I've had it stuffed in my coat this morning so it's nice and warm. Sometimes I put it in a hot water. I'm going to lubricate the surface here to put the lubricant on the barrels and get some between the links, but I want to leave as little as possible on the outside face and the inside face, because as I say, it just attracts dirt and grit. So nice gloopy lube, go around the middle first. Lubricating those barrels, which will start turning as the bike wheel spins. And then I'll do the inside and outside edge of the links, try and get a fine coating on that.
And how often do you have to do this, John?
I'd like to say once a month in the middle of summer, to a maximum of 3 times a week in the middle of winter. So we're round now to see the lubricant.
And what's the danger of not doing it?
Chain going dry, links going stiff, and then once those links go stiff, they cause the chain to stretch, and then unfortunately you get tight spots and the chain doesn't function correctly. Worst case scenario, if it stretches over one area of the chain too much and you hit a big pothole, there's a potential for the chain to actually part company with the wheel, which is or come off, which is not great.
So there we go, folks. So make sure you keep on top of your chain maintenance. That's how to do it. Any questions or extra advice we can give you, drop us a message and we'll help you out where we can.